Well, we're back into the AMX front brakes. They were sticking on. I tried to drive it the other day. It was raining a little bit. I could barely move. It had just been the tires. So I figured the front brakes were stuck on, and I jacked this one up. Sure enough, it was, and you can see why. It's just full of rust and dirt, and so I got a new kit, so I'm gonna try to clean this up best I can and put the new kit in it. The seals weren't really leaking. They look alright. I could probably put those back in, but I've got new ones, so we'll just clean all this stuff up and put new seals in it, see what happens. Well, after quite a bit of time with a wire wheel and a die grinder, I got most of it out. It's pitted pretty bad, really bad on that one. I don't really have a hone. But anyway, I'm gonna see if I can invent something that's about that size, and put some sandpaper on it. See if I can get these to look a little better. Well, I did find a little thing here. That's a 60 grit, though. That'll take metal out pretty fast. So I'm gonna put it on a drill and run it at low speed and be very careful with it and see if I can get some of those pits and stuff out. This is recording. Yep. Well, load this up with some of this gasoline and stuff. Well, it seems to be cleaning it up. Yeah, those pits are really bad. All I can do is just try to do the best I can here. Yeah, it's starting to make some difference in it. I'm trying to move it around a little bit so I don't get it oblong. Looks like it's cleaning it up in the inside. I got some bad stuff on this one. Looks like it might be 10 or 15 thousandths deep. I was worried about this grinding thing being too aggressive, but that's stainless steel, so it's not hogging it too much. Yeah, that's starting to clean it up pretty good. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Still got some big gouges in it, but I just have to do the best I can. And hope it don't leak. If it leaks, well, I'll have to either buy new calipers or I could probably chuck this up in a 4-jaw chuck on the lathe and center them and bore them out. Well, enough that I'll bring it back when I'm done. I'm gonna try to smooth this out. I took a piece of 100 grit paper. And it looked like that fit in it pretty good. That should have got it a little better. Brake cleaner here. Yeah, that's looking a lot better. Still got a lot of pits and rust and stuff in it, but it's good for what I'm doing. It's a hell of a lot better than it was. So what we can do is put the new rubbers in and see what happens. Well, my camera died. Battery anyway. So what I did, I took this rotor, took it into the lathe, chucked it up best I could. It was off like 10 thousandths. This caliper, there was some spacers in it. They look like this, and best I could tell, they were all on the top. But when I put it together, I think it twisted the calipers a little bit, so I went to the mill and machined me a new one out, and I think it's straight now. Alright, I thought I'd give this a check. I've got one flat surface here, and look, it looks like it's maybe 5 or 6 thousandths out. I don't have a very good base on here, but it looks like 5 thousandths out on this machine part here, and I'll check this hub here. It's also machined. Let me put this camera down. Now this one's running true to a few thousandths, and 4 or 5, and I'm going to see what I turned that surface to there. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Oh man, looks like it's about 25,000. Let's set this at 0 here. About, yeah, it's 20 thousandths out. Yeah, that's 20 thousandths out. So I'll take this thing off and back to the lathe and see if I can get it true to this other machine surface again. 20 thousandths I know is going to pulse it, so wasn't much of a success there. Try it again. Well, this time I left the bearing in it and used the live center, and it looks like I'm pretty much within about 5 thousandths on that part. I'm going to check it here on the wheel surface and see what that looks like. And it looks like a little low spot right there. A little high right in there. So if I take a compensate for that just being a low spot, looks like it's about around 5 thousandths for at least half of the thing. And the low is, I'm going to try to take a little out. Yeah, it's still somewhat high right there. And it looks like it's pretty much staying. About 5 here. Looks like it's within a few thousandths there. Now I want to check it again on the surface I turned and see how that looks. Well, it looks like it's about maybe 11 thousandths. So I'm going to go ahead and touch this rotor again. It's pretty straight there according to the machine surface on this. I'll just see if I improve it. It was out 20 thousandths, so if I take another 10 off of here, hopefully it'll be in the right place and it'll be about right. Yeah, I started the final cut. Going really slow. So I got this book in the mail today. Built the service manual. Covers quite a bit of stuff, and AMX is in here. 1968. So good. Maybe I'll learn something. I'll read this while I'm waiting for our lady to finish. Well, I went through this. It's not a lot of information. General knowledge. Timing chains, pistons. I did get some information about some of the smog stuff that was on there. Not really much about brakes, but just specifications, not really how to do much. You know, it's this much out of this whole book. But anyway, I think I paid 20 bucks for it, so. And I've got a Chrysler out there, Roadrunner. So, and it'll have some general information. So, anyway, I got my book. Took me about half of the breakdown to read. Good enough for now. I machined a little lip on the hub there. Parallel with this surface. It looks like it's probably about 4 thousandths. And I'm just taking a light cut off of this side just to make these things parallel. Probably taking 2 or 3 thousandths out. Anyway, I think this will be enough to screw it up. If this don't work, I'm just gonna buy a new hub and a hydraulic press and just press these things out. But hopefully this will stop those brakes from pulsing. We'll find out. Well, I'm back in my rotors again. I thought I'd check this one this time before I started machining on it. I cleaned up the rust the other day, but it looks like it's probably less than 10 thousandths, so I'm going to leave it alone. I'll just check on the outside. And it looks like it's the surface here is within 10 thousandths, so I'm going to call that good rather than trying to pull this off and remachine it again. But this caliper was stuck, and from the looks of the last one, you know, it's probably full of rust too. So anyway, I'm gonna take it apart, try to clean it out. I only got one kit. They were like 70 bucks. I thought I got 2, but because of the price, but it turned out I only got 1. So I'm gonna try to reuse these rubbers. Let's see what it looks like inside. Yeah, they weren't too bad actually. Some rust in them, but nowhere near as bad as the other side. I screwed up one dust cover, but I got the other one out, and I think the seals on the little plungers here, I think they'll be fine. So I'll take them apart anyway and clean this all up. I decided I'd put this thing on here and turn it. It looks like I'm going about 5 thousandths here off of the base of this thing, and I can see that a long ways off of here. This one, let's see what it's doing. 140 thousandths out. More than that, 40 or 50 thousandths. And that would be enough to cause a pulse, and I did feel a pulse in it. I'll check it in a couple more places here and see what the deal is. Checking the inside of that machine surface there. It looks like it's holding real steady, and then it's hitting a high spot. But you can see it jerking there a little. So I think this is good. Boy, it's really out a lot here. I'll check the two sides of this drum, or this disc. This one here is running 80 thousandths. Yeah, it's really bad. 8/10 of an inch. That's really producing shutter. You know, I got this one down to 10 or 12. This one's like 30. I'm going to try to get it a little better still. Now here I have about 5 or 6. Here about 20. So I'm going to call that good. Looks pretty straight. Clean it up and see what happens here. Well, there's one cleaned up, put back together. I used the same rubbers in it. Used the boot off the other side because I tore up a couple. But looks like the pistons move freely. I should be alright with that. Probably won't leak. And I gotta take the other one off. This is going on its final pass. Cleaned up pretty good. I don't know how much I took off. Probably about 10, 15,000, 15 probably. Side don't look too bad. I already hit it with the lathe once. It's not moving in and out very much, so at least I'll have a good surface here to compare the other side to. Press on. I gotta take off that other caliper and clean it out. Got a little package from eBay. I bought 4 of these 14-inch wheel covers, and they're in not bad shape. Got a few dents and stuff in them. I only got 2 14-inch wheels, but it should be alright. And I'll move on to the other disc. I got it, or the other caliper, I got it off. You know, here's this one kind of degreased. Use gasoline to try to clean it, and it's rusted pretty good. I'm going to hit it with this wire wheel here. That'll kind of clean it up, and then use my sanding disc and some sandpaper to try to get it smooth. I think it'll be alright. I was able to get the rubbers off of it without tearing them up. They look alright. The pistons themselves are awfully rusty. They're okay on the inside, but so we'll move on with cleaning this mess up. Yeah, I got that cleaned up pretty good. Still got some signs of rust. but I think I got it pretty good where the lips are going to seal. This one took quite a bit of work. It was rusted pretty bad. Anyway, cleaned it out with brake cleaner. We'll try to assemble it again with some good fluid. Move on.